Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's your man Pristine. I'm back with another video. Welcome to the full Pristine review for the Samsung Galaxy Fold. Now, this video has the potential to be a long one, but I'm gonna try to say what I gotta say and get up out your way. Alright, so let's do this thing. Now, price and specs. You already know, man, the price, $2,000, man, 2 racks. 2 racks. You don't know what a rack is? A rack is a West Coast colloquialism for $1,000. Alright? $2,000, you know what I'm saying? 2 racks. It's what it's gonna cost to get yourself a Galaxy Fold. You got to pay to play. That's just what the business is. All right. Now this phone is sold exclusively at AT&T. 5 months ago, when this phone was initially supposed to launch, it was going to be sold at our local T-Mobile and Verizon stores. It got recalled. The phone was reinforced, and Verizon and T-Mobile didn't want to touch it. Understandably so. So AT&T stepped up to the plate and was like, okay, T-Mobile and Big Red don't want to sell it. We'll slang it for you. You know what I'm saying? Come on through here, Samsung. You know what I'm saying? So if you want to get this phone, if you want to get it through a carrier, you can get it through AT&T and you can cash out for it. You can get it on installment plans. You can do whatever you want to do to get your hands on it. All right, but it is now at your local AT&T stores. You also can buy it unlocked at your local Best Buy. And I was under the impression that you can buy it on the Samsung website, but one of my coworkers was looking for it on the website, and it kept redirecting her to other places where you can buy it at. So to my knowledge now, the only 2 places where you can buy the Fold is through AT&T and through Best Buy, because Best Buy is going to have both the AT&T variant and the unlocked variant. All right, so that's all I know as far as getting your hands on it. Now, I got mine through AT&T. I'll put the link in the description below. You know what I'm saying? All you cats that are with AT&T, you're eligible for an upgrade and you want to upgrade to something like this, then hey, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be there for you. You know what I mean? All right, so $2,000. That's the price tag. I know you guys is like, whoa, that's crazy, right? But to me, it's $2,000 well spent, and I'll explain why a little later on in the video. So let's do this thing. Rock with me. Rock with me. All right, now specifications. This phone's got everything. All right. On the front of the device, we've got a 4.6-inch Super AMOLED display. With the phone opened up in this particular orientation, it is a 7.3-inch dynamic AMOLED display. We've got the Snapdragon 855 processor. We've got 12 gigs of RAM, 512 gigs of onboard storage. We do not have an SD card slot for memory expansion, but with 512 gigs, do you really need to expand the memory? Things that make me go, because this is way more storage than I can ever need in my lifetime. You know what I'm saying? I mean, give me 16, 32 gigs and I'm good to go. 512? Yeah. 12 gigs of RAM? Yeah, this phone is a monster. All right, it's a beast. Now, the build quality. Now, we've got metal and plastic. This screen here on the front is a sheet of polymer, which is like a harder type of plastic, which is how the phone has the ability to fold. Okay, so before the phone got recalled, we had the same. Well, I'm not sure if the screen was polymer then. Maybe it was, but it wasn't reinforced and put underneath the bezel, so people could easily get their fingernail underneath it, and it was easily being seen as a screen protector. So one of the reinforcements is now the polymer screen. It stretches out underneath the bezel so that you cannot fit a fingernail or anything underneath it. Okay, we've got these T-shaped caps here at the top and the bottom to also prevent you from getting a fingernail under it, and that's also going to not allow like dust particles and things that are like in your pocket to also get underneath the screen to cause damage. I mean, so those little areas where things could have crept in have been sealed off, and the polymer screen has been reinforced and redesigned to go underneath the plastic bezels along the sides. Okay, so we're no longer going to have to worry about peeling up the screen or things getting underneath the screen. All right, now again, the phone, the hinge is also, it feels really good, and there's magnets at the tips, and so when you close the phone, You hear that little snap, you know what I mean? It's just, the phone, it feels really reinforced, you know what I mean? And, you know, we've got metal here, little Samsung branding right there. You can see when you open up the phone how it's sliding onto this metal rail right here. But I love the phone in the way that it feels, just in this particular orientation. Again, the phone, it's thick. It's got some heft to it because it's basically like you got like two phone screens smashed together. You know what I mean? And you're able to open it up. I like the fact that this Kevlar material case was put in the box with the phone just for some protection. There are some other accessories that you can buy, but ladies and gentlemen, trust me when I tell you the accessories are ridiculous. And I mean, there's not very many. I saw like a genuine leather case for this phone, and you know, this protector is like two pieces, so you just slap this on the front and you slap this on the back. Okay, I saw a genuine leather one at Best Buy, $129.99, $130 for a case. It's like, are you out of your mind? I mean, people, we done already spent our $2,000 for the phone, let alone if we want to get, you know what I'm saying, a fancier case or something that's a little bit more bulky or sturdy, or something that seems as though it will protect this phone a little more than these Kevlar little bumpers. You're telling me we got to shed out another $130 for a case? I thought OtterBoxes were expensive. And I mean, this, like I said, this is just a leather case that just simply slaps on the front, just like this plate does, and slaps on the back like this plate does. That $130 case ain't nowhere near like OtterBox protection. You know what I'm saying? And even if it was, I still wouldn't be willing to pay $130 for it. But I'm just telling you, you know what I'm saying? If you're not really feeling this Kevlar case or this little bumper that comes with it, and you want to get something third party to help protect it, you're still going to be spending a lot of money. $130 for a case, that is absolutely ridiculous. You know what I mean? But again, the build quality of the phone, it's nice and sturdy. It feels really good in the hand, especially when you close it. This phone is the conversation starter. Everywhere I go, when I pull this phone out of my pocket, people are like, oh my God, what is that? And then I unfold it. Either they've never seen it before, or they're like, oh my God, it's the Fold, and they've never seen it in person. And so crowds of people running around me, yo man, hey, come here, man. Hey, he got the Fold. He got the Fold. I'm like, yo man, I don't know you cats. You know what I'm saying? Don't run up on me. You know what I'm saying? I'm a registered, you know what I'm saying, a firearm concealed carry permit carrier. I don't want to pop nobody over no phone, man. You know what I'm saying? Running up on me like they crazy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this phone stirs up that type of attention. You know what I'm saying? To where I was just like, you know what? I'm going to just turn it off and put it in my drawer for a little bit, because it's getting too crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to hurt nobody, man. And I don't want nobody running up on me, man, just trying to look up, you know, trying to look at my phone. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man. But yeah, the phone is definitely a conversation starter. And you're going to wow some people with this phone now. But again, the phone is still very delicate and fragile. I like the fact that we've got the fingerprint sensor on the side, which is what we saw from the S10e, which was way faster than the under the display fingerprint sensor that was on the Note 10 and the S10 Plus. So I'm a big fan of that. All the buttons are all on one side, and so I'm a huge fan of that as well. We've got the power button, the volume rocker right there, and so I'm just a big fan of how this phone feels, especially when it's closed. I mean, you know, obviously when it's opened up, it's a little bit more cumbersome to hold and navigate. But it's still doable. But it is an absolute joy to use when it's closed because of its slim form factor, right? It's very slim, and that front screen is a full-on screen. People think that just because it's a smaller screen that you have limited functionality. You don't have to open this phone up if you don't want to. You can do everything from that little screen. Now, texting may be a little bit cumbersome because the keys are small, but I've gotten used to that. And I've got really small hands and thumbs, and so I actually like just holding it in my hand and texting on it. You know, you got the voice text feature. I'm not sure if you guys know, but Samsung does allow you guys to send voice text to not just other Samsung people that have Samsung devices, but Android or iOS. It doesn't matter. It's not like iPhone where you can only send voice text to other people that have iPhones. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you don't want to open up the phone to send a text, but the keys are too small on the front, man, just send the voice text. You just simply hold your thumb down on the button, talk into it, and hit send. It's that simple. You know what I mean? So, I mean, you know, I'm a big fan of this phone and especially the form factor. All right, now, the performance. I mean, I did tell you that it has a Snapdragon 855 processor with 12 gigs of RAM, right? And 512 gigs. I mean, what do you expect from a phone that has those types of specs? I mean, it's just beasting. You know what I'm saying? That's what I can say. I mean, this phone is the Marshawn Lynch, you know what I'm saying, the phones right now, man. It's on beast mode, yo. It's beasting phones. Beasting them. You know what I mean? You know, so I mean, everything about this phone is nice and fluid and smooth. There's no stuttering, no lagging, or none of that jazz. And of course, there should not be, especially after spending $2,000. You know what I'm saying? You spend $2,000 on the phone, man. Everything. I mean, everything. I didn't say everything. I said everything better be fully functioning and nice and smooth. You know what I mean? And it is. And so, good looking on Samsung's behalf for that. Now, I've got it connected to, well, here, let's go get connected to Wi-Fi here real quickly, and we'll just kind of browse around some things. Let's pop into that Bible app really quickly. And again, just this is beautiful, right? Like when you have this phone open and you are watching content, it is an experience like no other. Trust me when I tell you, it's an experience like no other. We've got a stereo speaker here at the bottom. We have a stereo speaker here at the top. And ladies and gentlemen, this phone sounds amazing when you are watching content. It also comes with a pair of Galaxy Buds. These buds, ladies and gentlemen, by themselves are $130 a piece. By themselves. It comes in the box with the fold. You don't get those wired AKG tuned headphones. You get the full meal deal. And that's how it ought to be. So yeah, you know, and you see, just like the Apple, just like the AirPods, as soon as you pull your Galaxy Buds out and you open up that case, it just pairs just like that. Seamless pairing. You just pop them in your ears and they too sound absolutely stunning. Now, my only gripe with the earbuds is that you have to literally put them all the way in your ear, like plugging your ears up. And the reason why they sound so good is because you got these things jammed all the way in your ear. So I'm more so a fan of the AirPods because of how comfortable they rest on your ear. But truth be told, the Galaxy Buds sound better than the AirPods. You know what I mean? So, you know, so yeah, you know, you get the phone, you know, you get the Kevlar back plates, you know, you get the AirPods, a couple of other little trinkets in the box. I mean, you know, Samsung, they lace you up, man. They treat you real good if you spend this kind of money, you know what I'm saying, on this phone. And, you know, this phone is flying off of store shelves. Like whenever Best Buy or AT&T gets them in, the only gripe that I've heard was that they don't send them in mass quantity. So like each AT&T store, when they do get a shipment, they're only getting like maybe 3 or 4. And as soon as they get them, boom, they're gone. Just like that. I think my couple of I live in between 2 Best Buys. You know what I'm saying? One north and one south. Each one that I've gone to since the 27th of September, which is when this phone was launched in stores. They were like, yo, every time we get a shipment in, we only get like maybe 2 or 3 of them. And as soon as we get them, they're gone. Just like that. So people are copping these joints. And it's like Samsung is just like being like, the recall kind of killed the momentum for this phone. Because when this thing was going to come out 5.5 months ago, this was supposed to be this was supposed to be it. Like, you know, Samsung, like, you know, never mind the S10, never mind the Note. The Fold was supposed to be the Samsung to have. You know what I'm saying? Screens peeling off, breaking, dust and particles getting underneath them, damaging the screen. other little damages. It got recalled, and it just killed the phone's momentum. So my understanding, according to sources in which I've read, the reason why Samsung is so scarcely distributing these things is because they don't really anticipate at this point that this thing is going to sell as well as they thought that it was going to sell when they first initially were going to launch it. And I understand that, especially with this thing costing $2,000. But I mean, we've already seen that no matter how high these prices seem to go up, you know what I'm saying, with these mobile phones, if people want something, they're going to get it. They're going to get it, and they don't give a damn what the price is. And especially, you know what I'm saying, with you being able to get this thing through a carrier and you don't have to pay the full $2,000 up front, I mean, that's probably going to be the move. But I know some people out there balling, you know what I'm saying, and they got 2 racks, you know what I'm saying, to spend just like it's a couple dollars, and they'll just walk in the store and just throw it all down on the table and they're out of there. You know what I mean? But people are picking this thing up, man. It ain't just sitting on store shelves. And so I'm curious to know, like, if Samsung were to just send this thing out by the masses, if it would really sell by the masses. You know what I'm saying? It's like Samsung, they could be hindering themselves by not putting these things out more. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Maybe they're doing a test run just to see how many they sell in the early goings. And then, man, maybe they'll just start, you know, putting them out more frequently and just see how they do. But to my knowledge, I mean, these things are, whenever stores get them in, they're going. And they're going quickly. Again, shout out to my guys down there at the AT&T store out there in Covington, Washington, who held it for me. I mean, they're typically not supposed to do that, but yeah, they held me down. I mean, so I appreciate them guys, man. So again, popping into SoundCloud right there. Let's take it to YouTube real quick. And like I said, I mean, viewing content on this device is just absolutely stunning. It's stunning. You know what I'm saying? I see Will Smith, you know, promoting a new movie, Gemini Man. My man Marquez Brownlee sat out with him with the interview. And yeah, I mean, this is just another Marquez Brownlee video. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if you love to watch content and you typically watch content on a phone, trust me when I tell you, there is no other experience like viewing content on this Samsung Galaxy Fold. No, there's no, I don't care what it is. I don't care what it is. Viewing media content on a phone, it gets no better than the Galaxy Fold. Bar none, period. It's just killing the game. All right. So you'll see as we are just scrolling, go back into Spotify. It's there. SoundCloud, it's there. YouTube, it's there. No reloading. You know what I mean? I mean, it just works, and it works smooth, and it works seamlessly. You know what I mean? Now, cameras. We've got 6 cameras on this bad boy. Okay, right here in the front, we've got a 10 megapixel wide angle sensor and an 8 megapixel depth sensor. And you do have the ability to switch lenses from wide to standard view while you're taking a selfie if you've got the phone open in this particular orientation. Now, on the back of the device, see, I'll go ahead and close it up. And I do that very carefully. I don't want to just, you know, slam it shut. On the rear of the device, we've got 3 cameras here. We've got a 12 megapixel wide angle sensor, a 12 megapixel telephoto lens, and a 16 megapixel ultra wide angle sensor. So essentially the same camera sensors that we find on the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus. All right. Now, on the front of this device, we also, ladies and gentlemen, have a, is it a 10? Yes, this is also a 10 megapixel sensor on the front. So if you've got the phone closed and you want to take a nice selfie, the same 10 megapixel sensor that is on the S10, the S10 Plus, the S10e, and the Note 10 and the Note 10 Plus is the same sensor that is here on the front of this phone. You know what I mean? So if you have this phone closed and you want to take a selfie, it's not like you're getting a drop off in picture quality just because it's the lens that is on the outside of the device. You know what I mean? So whether you're taking a selfie with the phone closed like this or open, you're getting the same quality selfies that you would get with the other phones that have the selfie camera on the front. It's the same sensor. You're getting stunning, and I mean stunning, you know what I'm saying, selfie, Snapchat, Instagram, you know what I'm saying, all the, you know, pictures you want to post on Twitter's video, whatever, you know what I'm saying. I mean, you're going to be able to do that all from these cameras, and you have the ability to record in 4K at 60 or 30 frames per second. You can go crazy with this phone. I mean, you go nuts. It's got all the bells and whistles in the camera department. Dedicated camera review down below in the description box. And so if you haven't checked that out, be sure to check it out. This phone shoots excellent still shots and excellent video. We do have optical image stabilization on board. And so, yeah, you're going to be able to just go nuts and just do what you want, man. Point and shoot. You got all the different modes. You got everything. You got everything. All the things. $2,000, you better have all the things. All right. Now, let's go ahead and pop her back open. Okay. Now, the only thing is, oh, no, I'm tripping. I was going to say we don't have facial recognition, but I'd be lying to you. We do have facial recognition. All right. Now, battery life. We've got a 4,380 milliamp hour battery. It's a big battery cell. Okay, battery life has not been a problem at all for me whatsoever. Now, again, I'm a light to moderate user. And so based on how I use my phones, I don't kill my batteries off. You know what I mean? So your battery life is always going to be determined by how often you use your device and how you use your device. Okay, that's why I don't really get into a lot of like battery, you know what I'm saying, screen on time and this and that. I don't really get into all that, man, because it's going to differ for everybody based on how you use your phone. You know what I mean? But me being a light to moderate user that I am, I get exceptional battery life. I can get through 3 days, you know what I'm saying, 2.5, 3 days easily, and still have some change left over on one charge on this device. Easily. With no problems at all whatsoever. Okay, so like I said, I mean, that's going to differ. But if you need to top up, we've got a fast charger that comes in the box at 15 watts. We've got fast wireless charging also at 15 watts. I actually hung on to my 25 watt wall adapter that it comes in with the Note 10 Plus. And so, you know, that's sold as a separate accessory if you want to get it for the Fold here, or you can just buy, I believe there's a 45 watt wall adapter that you can buy for like super fast charging. You can cop that as well. But I mean, either way, I mean, this thing tops up very fast. I mean, you've got USB 3.1 with Type-C reversible connection down here at the bottom on the right here. And so charging this phone up, I was able to get from 0 to 100 in like under an hour, close to an hour. The phone charges real fast. If your phone is not all the way at 0, say you're at like 10, 15, maybe 20%, and you just want to, you know, top up a little bit, you plug it in 10, 15 minutes. When you take it off that charger, you're going to be good to go. You're going to be good to go. Okay, we do have wireless power share as well. You can enable that feature, and those Galaxy Buds that came in the box, if those are low on a charge and you want to charge those bad boys up, you just turn on power share, set them on the back of your device, and just like that, it's going to charge up your Galaxy Buds. All right, but we saw that's nothing new. We saw that technology, you know what I'm saying, on the S10, on the the S10, the S10 Plus, the Note 10, you know what I'm saying? I mean, so that's not a new feature, but just in case you guys were wondering, that wireless power share feature is here on the Galaxy Fold. Now, additional features, God, I like the fact that for one, the fingerprint sensor's on the side. This phone is a cumbersome experience when it's open especially, and so just swiping down from anywhere on the screen is going to bring down your notifications and take you to your quick toggles. Again, the fingerprint sensor, which is also on the side right here, you can swipe down on that, and that can take you to your quick toggles or your notifications. Swipe back up, and it'll take you out of those things. I'm a huge fan of One UI, you know what I mean? And so I love the dark mode feature, you know what I mean? So it darkens everything. And so now we can go into quick toggles and turn night mode off and make everything light again, you know what I mean? And this is what it looks like when you do that. But ladies and gentlemen, this is beautiful. This is a gutsy move by Samsung because they make a lot of nice tablets and things. And I really feel like this could potentially hurt their tablet market, because the whole purpose behind this is to consolidate phone and tablet. A lot of people walk around with both. Well, imagine walking around with just one device that can either be a phone or a tablet at the same time. That's why I don't think that Apple will do anything like this for a while, because I know for a fact if the iPhone does something like this, which I'm sure they will, but I'm just not sure how soon it's going to be, because they sell a crap load of iPads. We all know that right now in the tablet department, the king of tablets is an iPad. If you give all these Apple fanboys and fangirls an opportunity to buy a phone that folds out to be a tablet, and you've got iPhone and tablet in one device walking around with it in their pockets, you are going to literally kill iPads. That will be a devastating, crushing blow to Apple's iPad game. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm like, man, this is a gutsy move. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that new Samsung Galaxy Tab S6, that's a dope tablet. But I'm like, yo, do I need that? I got this Fold. If I want a bigger display, you know what I'm saying, because I want to browse the web or I just want to view content, I don't need to spend $600 on that. Which, I mean, it's cheaper than this, but I mean, you know, one of the main reasons why this is so expensive is because it's that consolidation of both. You know what I mean? I like the fact that you have the ability to do 3 different things at once. And so, see if I remember how to do this. So say if I'm in my Bible app and I swipe over from the right and say I want to listen to some tunes on Spotify. I can go to Spotify right here. And then say if I want to, I don't know, make an appointment, you know, to get my hair cut. You know, so on the left side, I got my Bible app, full-on app. On the right side, I got Spotify going. And it's the full Spotify, yo. It ain't like no little, you know, just a little dumbed down version of the app. It's the full application. Well, say if I want to get into something else. Say if I want to go to Best Buy. I can open Best Buy. So now I got the Bible app right here on the left. I got Spotify up here on the top. And I got Best Buy right here on the bottom. Like, how crazy is that? You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, have you ever seen, you know, a device be able to multitask and do 3 different things at once? Like, that's crazy. Like, you know, sometimes like when they first showed it off, it seemed a little gimmicky. Like, yeah, right. And, you know, we're so used to, you know, phones having the ability to, you know, have like dual screens and have like, you know, one thing going on at once on each side. But I mean, to be able to be in 3 different things at the same time, man, that's crazy. That's unheard of, right? And so it's, you know, it's interesting to me that, you know, Microsoft, they had their little Unpacked event the other day, and they unveiled the Surface Duo. And this thing's been making a lot of noise because it's just kind of like, it kind of came out of nowhere. You know, Microsoft, you know, they killed off their mobile line, you know, some years ago, and just fully stopped supporting them. Or I think they're going to fully stop supporting a lot of Windows phones this year. Which to me, that was dead. And I thought that was a silly move, because I thought that a lot of those Windows phones were dope. And it's just like, man, why keep us limited to just iOS or Android? We need to have some other options. You know what I'm saying? And I think that Windows was that third option. That third option. There was a lot of people that liked Windows phones. I was one of those people. You know, now the App Store was a problem. But I see now, you know what I'm saying? Okay, they got the Surface Duo. They've joined forces with Google. You know what I'm saying? So when this thing comes out, holiday season of 2020, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna, you know, it's gonna be integrated with Google, and you're gonna have the Play Store on it. But the thing that's interesting is people are talking so much about this phone and how it's gonna be so much better than the Fold and this and that. And, you know, it doesn't have like, you know, a polymer plastic screen that folds in the middle, you know what I'm saying, or down the middle so you can see the crease in the middle or whatever. You know, you could fold it, you know, in or out, either way, you know, to view your content. And I guess supposedly it's like a little Surface. It's a little Surface computer. Now that's dope, because, you know, the Surface computers, you know what I'm saying, I mean, those are like little full Windows PC little computers. Now that part of it is dope. And people are like, oh, well, man, it's going to be better than the Fold. It's going to be better than the Fold. And I'm like, okay, well, look, wait, time out. I'm like, let's pump our brakes for a second. The Fold is out right now, right? The Surface Duo ain't coming out till holiday season of 2020. We're just creeping up on holiday season of 2019. So the Duo ain't coming out for like a year. So of course, if this thing comes out a year after the Fold, and Microsoft haven't even announced the specs yet, right? They're just they just got up there and, you know, they showed it off. They showed the different ways in which it can fold, and they were just like, it's coming holiday season of 2020. We don't know no specs. Now, I'm assuming if a phone comes out a year after this one, why wouldn't it be better? Why wouldn't it have the latest processor, the latest cameras, or the latest whatever is popping in 2020 at that time? You know what I'm saying? So I would hope that it would be better than the Fold, but to sit there and try to compare it to the Fold here and now when we still know so little about that device, we don't know if that I mean, from what I've seen as far as like the multitasking, you know what I'm saying, that the Samsung, I mean the Microsoft Duo can only do 2 things at once. I just showed you the Fold can do 3 things at once. So from a multitasking standpoint, the Fold is getting with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like, Microsoft, give us something that we haven't seen before. You know what I'm saying? Here's my ZTE Axon M. We've already seen 2 things being done on different screens. We've seen that before. It's like, where's the innovation? You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you know, Microsoft is, you know, releasing this phone to battle it out with Apple and Samsung. Well, they're gonna crush Apple with that thing. Because to me, Apple ain't nowhere in the conversation as far as a foldable device. If they are, somebody let me know down in the comments. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, as far as what Samsung is doing, and I'm pretty sure that Samsung is already cooking up the next Fold. And I've already been telling people, if the next Fold that drops, say the Galaxy Fold 2, if that's what they decide to call it, if that comes out with an edge-to-edge display, you know what? It doesn't even need an edge-to-edge display, because this little screen right here, this little screen right there, ladies and gentlemen, is so dope. I know it's small, but it is so dope. Okay, we got the facial recognition. As soon as it notices your face, it just pops right open. Like I said, this is a full-on, fully usable experience here on this little 4.6-inch display, and I love it. So the display doesn't even need to be, it doesn't need to be borderless. But let's just say the Galaxy Fold 2 has a borderless exterior display. You can keep the same dimensions on the interior. Okay, we've got a borderless front display, same dimensions on the internal screen when you open it up, and an S Pen. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's game over. It's already game over with this device right here. But it's really game over if Samsung, you know what I'm saying, throws an S Pen in that joint. And it's like, why wouldn't they? If this is supposed to be your product, your productivity tool, if this is your phone slash tablet that's in your pocket, you've got that portability, you've got the power, the speed, the multitasking functionality, the dopest screens on planet Earth. So your multimedia content watching experience is just going to be bananas. It's going to be crazy. And an S Pen? Man. All these other OEMs, they better dress for the cemetery climate. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to get buried out here, you know what I'm saying? If they drop that. And I know they're going to do it. It's coming. You know what I'm saying? So all these cats ranting and raving about this Duo, this Microsoft Duo or whatever. Okay, yeah, does it look cool? Yeah, it looks cool. But to sit there and say off top right now that it's better than the Fold just because it's you know, the build quality of it, it's built more durably than the Fold, and and you know, this and that. Oh, man, get out of here with that, man. We don't even know what specs that thing is housing. You know what I'm saying? The Fold is out right here, right now, making noise. You know what I'm saying? Making noise. The Duo is a year off. It's like, man, talk to me about the Duo when the Duo come out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So again, additional features, you got the little screen right here, lightning quick facial recognition, fingerprint display, fingerprint sensor. Again, when the screen is closed right here, you have the ability to swipe down on it while it's closed to access your notifications or your quick toggles. Again, cameras all over this bad boy. I mean, so they make it real convenient for you to take pictures in One UI. And real quick, I'll just, I'll give you guys a quick glimpse of what it looks like. Let me turn that dark mode back on, man, because that's just, let me get back to that dark mode. Where is it at? Okay, here we go, night mode. Yeah. Oh man, that's just killing them, man. But here's what I'm talking about. So here's what it looks like. Your dialer, okay? When you, let me see, let me go into text messaging real quick. All right, let me see. Okay, so this is what the keyboard looks like when you're typing. All right, now, I mean, the same settings that you would have on any Android keyboard, you could do that here. You can adjust whatever you want to adjust. You see, if you got a better look at it right there when it's on light mode. Okay? I don't have a problem navigating this phone just like this, especially with how thin this device is. The typing experience for me is beautiful. Beautiful. And like I said, if you guys don't know how to voice text, that little icon right there, you just hold down on that, talk, and hit send. That's it. That's all you got to do. Like I said, I mean, you look at the wallpaper right here. I mean, I got my Google right there, all my apps, other apps that I typically use on a daily basis. We got Bixby. This is a full-on experience. Like I said, if you don't want to open your device, you don't have to open your device. Right? I mean, come on, man. This phone is crazy. This phone is crazy, man. I mean, I'm turned out. I'm completely turned out. Like, a lot of these glass slabs, we done been there, done that. That's been the thing in the mobile phone world for years. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing, there's minor things that separate one from the other. This right here, look, let me get my Cat Williams on. This right here, this right here, you know what I'm talking about? This right here, oh my goodness, man. This is crushing the game right now, man. There's no other experience like this Galaxy Fold right now, man. And this is why, I mean, you guys can hear it in my voice. The conviction, the excitement. I've been sitting back listening from source after source after source for years, at least like the past 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 years, talk about foldable screens and foldable technology. And I ain't talking about no flip phones. I'm talking about like stuff like this. And it's finally come to fruition. And now you're starting to see all these manufacturers doing this. The Mate X, it got delayed. I don't know. I might get my hands on that phone because that phone is $2,600. You know what I'm saying? When it comes out, I got to see. Because I want to get my hands on that too, because I'm just so excited about this new wave, this new evolution in the smartphone world. Like, I'm kind of bored with the glass slabs. You know what I'm saying? There's still some really nice ones out there. And I know we still got the Pixel 4 come in. We got a couple of other phones that are going to be coming out before the end of the year. I know, I got it. And I'm gonna have some of them phones and feature them here on the channel. But I'm just saying, if you want a completely different experience that has everything, the Samsung Galaxy Fold is the phone to get right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? Like my man Flossie Carter said, man, on the mobile phone food chain, oh man, it don't matter who got what. You know what I'm saying? You got a OnePlus 7 Pro. I know the OnePlus 7T is about to come out. You got you a 7T. You got the Note 10 Plus. You got the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Look, man, you pull out this Fold in that crowd, you crushing the game, man. You crushing the game. They're going to hate instantly. Every time I take this phone out of my pocket, man, people are just like, oh my God, Pristine, what is that? And then when I open it, they go into convulsions. They go into seizure-like activity. You know what I'm saying? Shortness of breath. Matter of fact, man, this phone got other OEMs on a respirator right now, man. They need some resuscitative attention. You know what I'm saying? Man, this Samsung Galaxy Fold got a lot of OEMs with shortness of breath right now, man. Palpitations, high blood pressure, running fevers. They need some antibiotics. You know what I'm saying? Man, they blood pressure is high. Oh man, it's crazy right now, man. Goodness gracious, this Galaxy Fold is killing them right now, in my personal opinion. That's why I feel like this phone is worth $2,000. You know what I'm saying? It's like, to give me this type of experience, I ain't even worried about the price. It's like, man, okay, this is as expensive as this phone is. Give me an experience that makes this phone worth that amount of money. And it's like, if you can accomplish to do that, then it's money well spent in my book. And that's exactly what I've gotten from the Galaxy Fold. Man, look, get this phone in your hands first and foremost before you listen to what people say. Because a lot of people have been slamming this phone, talking about this, talking about that. Look, don't fall for that jibber jabber. I've told you several times in my videos, man, get the device in your hands first and foremost so that you can judge it for yourself after you use it. Even take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. You may go to your local AT&T store or Best Buy, wherever they got the phone on display, and test out the demo unit and may not like it at all. But it's a different experience. And so sometimes people may have to spend a few days with it in order for it to grow on them. But it's like, me being such a tech enthusiast that I am, I can appreciate the value of this off top. I've been waiting for something like this for years, and I finally got it. So I'm like, man, yo, this is game over right now, man. The Fold is killing everything, man. Everything. I don't give a damn what's out and what's coming out. Until we get another foldable smartphone that's offering this or can possibly surpass what this is doing, this is it right here, man. This is the king of the crop. It don't get no better. It don't get no better. That's all I got, man. Full pristine review for the Galaxy Fold. Man, hey, you like this video, hit that thumbs up button. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe to expose yourself to tons of more videos that I've done like this one. Keep it locked at Pristine Mobile Tech because I've got so much more content to come, and to also expose yourself to a lot of other videos that I've done like this one. And it's a lot of them. So be sure to check out my catalog. All right? Be sure to hit that notifications bell so that every time my videos go live, you'll get notified. Check out the video. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think about what you saw. That's where I'll be posted up, chilling at, responding to questions, comments, feedback, you know what I'm saying, criticism, whatever. That's where I'm posted up at. All right? Dedicated camera review is down below in the description box. If you haven't checked that out already, be sure to check that out so you too can peep the overall camera performance of the Galaxy Fold. See for yourself. I ain't lying about what I'm telling you. These cameras are monstrous on this phone. I know that they talking about the iPhone 11 right now is the best camera out right now in the game. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I mean, it's one of the best, but the best, the number one. That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one. Much love to all of my subscribers and anybody else that stumbled upon this video that liked it and hit me up with that thumbs up. You know what I mean? Thank you guys for rocking with me for as long as you have been. I'm gonna keep this thing rolling by getting my hands on the latest devices and featuring them here for you to give you all that I can give you to help you make an informed decision on what your next smartphone purchase may be. That's what I do this for. All right. So again, shout out to all my subscribers. I wouldn't be where I'm at with this thing without you guys. I love you guys, and man, let's keep this thing going. All right. You already know. Stay safe. Get spiritually fit. We're definitely living in the last days, man. Best thing you can do with your lives is give it over to Christ. No matter what you got going on in your lives, God is always ready to start over. He ain't the God of second chances, because we used that up a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? If he was the type of God to take us out, you know what I'm saying, after we made the first mistake, none of us would be here right now. He's the God of next chances. He's willing to meet you exactly where you are right now, no matter what your circumstances are. Get serious about it, man, because tomorrow ain't promised. Hell, the rest of today ain't even promised. You may finish watching this video and tap out 10 minutes from now. You never know when you're going to take your last breath, man. So get right with Christ, get spiritually fit, and keep it pristine in every aspect of your lives. Siri, calm down. Calm down, Siri. I'll holler at y'all in the next. See, Siri, she trolling the video. She know that I'm hyping up Samsung right now, and Siri trolling the video. Y'all hear in the background? My goodness, man. This is the Galaxy Fold, man. I'm your man, Pristine, bringing you the content. We out. Peace.